good luck with that. Now, since her debut novel became one of the top 10 bestsellers of all time, our next guest has written an astonishing 27 books.
Well, her work has been published in over 90 countries, 40 languages, and 10 of her novels have been made into TV series.
Her latest book, A Letter from a Stranger, is out today, and Barbara Taylor Bradford joins us now, and it's lovely to meet you.
It's lovely to be here, Holly, and you. Of course, I'm meeting you for the first time.
You are, yes.
But Philip, I know.
We've done
it before.
Well, every time you write a book, then you're here.
Thank you very much.
Well, no, thank you very much, because this one is from an idea. Let me show you. This is out today, and this is what you're looking for. It's coming out the boxes as we speak. This one in the bookstores, from an idea about 2 years ago.
That's right. Yes.
And so this is a character who has a past that's sort of undiscovered throughout her whole life, really.
Yes, and let's not say which character it is, because that's the mystery in the book.
Okay.
You don't. If we say her name,
wouldn't dare of it.
If we say her name, then it kills it, if
Yes.
you know it. Because when the past is revealed, it's a shock that it's her.
Yes.
But it's a letter that is mailed, revealing to the person that opens it that something terrible happened 10 years earlier. A lie was told, a bad lie, that has changed 6 people's lives. Once the secret's revealed, there are 2 secrets. One is the lie that was told, and then there's the woman's secret past. So when the daughter of the woman that the letter is addressed to, the wrong person, to make it simple, cut to the chase, as Bob says, if the woman that opens the letter shouldn't be opening it, it's addressed to her mother. But the mother's away in China, and she opens the letter, and the secret is the first secret is revealed. A lie was told 10 years earlier, and the lie, I can tell you, the lie was that the grandmother was dead, and she wasn't dead at all. And think about it. How would you feel if you'd grieved for 10 years for someone who was still alive out there?
Yes.
And an older woman? And was she all right?
And what have they been doing for the last 10 years?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why did the mother tell the lie? And how could she say her own mother was dead?
The family trees and ancestry actually fascinates you, doesn't it?
Yes, and you know something, I always write about large families, and I realised the other day I do it because I wanted a large family. I'm an only child, I'm married to an only child, and we have no children, so we're just 2 and only 1 dog now, because 1 dog died.
But you still have, although you are a sort of quite a tight unit now, you still have all that ancestry behind you, with the family that got you to where you are now. So have you ever looked back?
Well, yes, my parents are dead there. It was my parents who... My mother created the woman that is sitting here, Philip, you know. That's me. I'm Frida Taylor's creation. And I was born with a bit of talent as well, which she saw and encouraged, you know. So I haven't gone into my antecedents, no, although somebody else did. They wrote a biography about me and discovered that my mother was illegitimate, which I never knew, and that she was probably the daughter of the Marquis of Ripon, that my grandmother had worked at that, at Studley Royal, you know, in the early 1900s, and probably had an affair with the Marquis and had 3 children by him. But I don't know if it's true, you see, because everybody's dead.
Oh, well, I know exactly the person that can put you in the right direction and sort all that out for you. He did ours. When Fern was here, he went back and looked at our family tree.
Yes.
And the Schofields, it only took him about 20 minutes and went, nothing there. Not many kings there. I think we go back to esteemed bolt and screw makers. So there wasn't a great deal there. But my goodness me, this is a guy called Anthony Adolph, who is a really good genealogist. So that's the man you want to talk to.
Well, I have to get the name from you. But you know, who knows if it's true, and does it matter? It all happened 100 years ago.
Your mother actually had a huge effect on you. Her whole work ethic was sort of instilled in you from a young age, wasn't it?
Yeah, she said, you can have anything you want in this world, Barbara, as long as you're prepared to work hard for it. And that's
And you do
been
work
my
so
influence.
hard, but you love it, don't you?
I do.
So
it's an adventure. every day when I'm writing a novel, I go into that room at 5:30 and with my cup of coffee and whatever I'm having for breakfast, and I know what's going to happen because I've done an outline and I know the story. I must know the story from beginning to end. But I really don't know what's going to happen because other ideas come. And the characters do take over a little bit because you've created them.
Typing on an electric typewriter, you haven't gone computerised. And you look at the wall and see it just all sort of happens in front of you.
It's like a screen, yes. This wall is a screen and I project, yes. And why do I use a typewriter? Because it's easier for me. I research on a computer. I can use a computer, but I love to use a typewriter. And as Bob says, my husband, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he makes all the movies, you know. Bob's made 10 of the movies.
Well, he does. Yes, he does. Done yours, hasn't he? Yeah, absolutely. But he is he's the general, isn't he?
I'm Napoleon.
Well,
we've nobody to manage or boss around but each other. But we have a cushion at home, and I bought it somewhere years ago, and on it it's a white cushion with a binding around the edge in green, and it says in green, "Napoleon lives." I married him, but he crossed out him and wrote her.
So is he the boss? He's certainly the financial boss and the organising boss, isn't he? I mean, he allows your friends allow you the space to create. He organises the business so that you can create, and then he's the brains behind the productions on the telly.
Yes, and here's boss. We're both the boss, if you know what I mean. He's not one of those men who takes over and wants to dominate. We discuss things, but I don't like women that belittle men and emasculate them. And so we have I'm not made that way. I love him, he's wonderful, he loves me, he thinks I'm wonderful, we've a great marriage. 47 years. This is a long time. But of course you do know I was a child bride. I was 12 years old. But no, we're both the boss, you know. We're not out to sort of demean each other.
Well, I know that you say you've got about 5 more ideas in what you call your storage cupboard. So there are things inside your head, another 5 planned and ready to go, and you never stop.
No, because I love it. Why should I stop? I mean, I'm good at what I do, and you know, I make a product. I create a product that keeps a lot of people employed, and a lot of my friends don't understand that. They say, "Why don't you retire?" And I say, "Well, first of all, it's none of your business. That's one. 2, I don't want to. I love doing it. And think of all the people in 90 countries who have work to do because I write a book a year, which I'm going back to New York to do.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Shortly.
It's Barbara's latest book, Letter from a Stranger, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to have you.
Absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Philip.
We'll be meeting some